everybody's doing good. I guess I gotta look at the camera because this is the first time I'm doing a live stream. So guys, welcome to the channel. This is the first time I'm doing a live stream. So there's going to be a little bit of teething pains, as you can tell. I got to kind of set up my room a little bit better. I can notice the background needs a little bit of work, but I just want to kind of see if this actually works, if you can hear me and stuff like that. Right now, I don't have anybody in the room, but hopefully that'll change. Maybe we'll get somebody in here and we can go from there. So anyway, guys, welcome to the channel. Today, we're just going to be talking about vehicles and all the likes. So my monitor doesn't have a Wi-Fi, a camera. So I bought an existing one that sits right at the top. So I might have to move that around next time, put it on a tripod or whatever to see if I can get a better angle. Not sure if this will work better or this will work better. So anyway, yeah, I gotta kind of fiddle around with it, but this is kind of how we're doing it so I can see what is. Oh, that's a little bit too down. See if we can go up a bit more. So anyway, that's kind of where I want to go with this. So anyway, I see somebody in the chat room. So anyway, if you could tell me that, let's see, got more. Can you? Okay, got it. There we go. So anyway, we'll see what happens when people start chiming in. If anybody does chime in, we're going to see a little bit about a live video. So we'll try to talk about cars. I'm going to try to include everybody. Again, this is probably, as a person who just participates in live videos, this is something new for me to actually get involved with making live video. Don't know if I'm going to have a big role with it or not, but I thought I'd give it a try and see what we can have, if there's anybody that comes in for a conversation or whatnot. So today, basically, we're doing a little bit of a tech talk, and the tech talk is basically my poor Toyota Tundra, which I've been running into some interior issues with it, and now a 4x4 problem with it. So purchased the truck back in, what have been, probably around November sometime, I think it is. I should actually get all that paperwork ready for when I actually do it. But anyway, I picked it up around November, and haven't really driven it all that much. The role with the truck is to use it for a company vehicle, to, you know, have some lifestyle experiences with it, to, you know, record my ownership experience and everything. When the Tundra first came out, I wasn't really interested in it. The styling did not really spark any imagination of want. And of course, I was critical of the major factor that did not have front recovery hooks. And that was a big issue for me to say, how could you build a full-size truck to full-size truck market and omit factory hooks, even as an option? So Toyota, while they are laser focused on quality, care, commitment, durability, and they have such a huge brand image of an indestructible vehicle, how they're going down some roads that are really questionable makes me think that management has changed in recent years, and right now they're living off an old image, and the new products are now taking a different pathway with it. This is my second Toyota vehicle, the first one being 2019 Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro. That truck had its issues as well. It wasn't as bulletproof as I was hoping. I was very disappointed with the motor and the drivetrain. They wasn't very lively or exciting. Had the 6-speed manual, which I kind of liked, but I felt the truck had some quality issues. I had rear brake problems with it, that the park brake would always freeze and never disconnect. I had to tow it to the dealer. The other problems I had with it were just small quality control issues, like a very weak paint job that would chip very easily. And, you know, and I can compare it to, at the time when I had it, to my Mitsubishi Mirage, which was a very entry-level car with a very good price point. That paint held up better than the Tacoma, which was 3 times the cost. So we're having some, you know, questionable issues when it comes to the quality and control and the make of the vehicle. So since I got rid of my Tacoma, I decided to look for another vehicle. Actually, I was looking at a Ford F-150 and then the Tundra. I honestly love the Tundra. I like the way it drives. I think they did a really good job on the chassis, the tuning of suspension, the SR package, because I do want to get into the most basic platform ever. I want to buy a pickup truck. I didn't want anything totally elaborate with a lot of complexity. So anyway, those are things that I was dealing with when it came into buying the truck. The appearance appealed to me, the lack of major options appealed to me, and it was actually priced the same as a Ford F-150 when it came into the pricing. And so, even though I wanted to eliminate the complexity of the vehicle, I didn't see any basic what's it called? So I got my chat on here, so I'm trying to balance the two at the same time. So even though the complexity of the Ford F-150 was a lot more into my favor, just the drive and the technology and where the feel of the Tundra was, I kind of really liked it better. So if I'm spending the same kind of money, I'm getting a little bit more value on paper with the truck. Which I did, and I'm very happy with the truck. The dealer I'm dealing with, I'm very pleased with them. They are working to get my inquiries with Toyota settled. But again, I'm having problems even communicating with Toyota. They don't seem to answer emails very well, and some of my basic inquiries are now going unanswered. So we have some problems there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of look at the future if we can address some of these issues. And the issues that I'm addressing now are basically simple. The first one, major one, is a very loud whistling coming from the rear air vents. Now the whistle does stop if you shut the vents off, which is what I've been doing. That's a band-aid solution. It shouldn't have to be that way. The air flowing through should be just the whooshing of the air. Whether the vents are open or closed, the whistling sound is an engineering or a design flaw. That is one of Toyota's problems. I have looked it up online, and yes, they do recognize, and other drivers had a problem when it came into that whistling vent. The other problem that I've been noticing with it is a lot of squeaks and rattles in the dashboard area. So the top of the dashboard rattles with music, and if a truck drives by that's a loud truck, kind of vibrates, the dashboard will vibrate. And then underneath the dashboard on the driver's side, I hear a clunking intermittently. It doesn't happen all the time, but there's a clunking intermittently. And now the 4x4 module, the little thing in there, that broke. So they're replacing that. So I can't, and I only got 3,800 kilometers. It's under 4,000 K on it. So I'm not really seeing a lot of mileage that I put on it. I never taken an off-road. I was going to do some good off-roading this weekend. I've got a little area that I want to go to, but it's two-wheel drive now. So I'm not too comfortable taking it off-road. I'm going to probably do a review on the problems that I'm having with my next channel, and then see where I'm going to go from there. Definitely going to give it to the dealer. It goes back in next Tuesday at 10 o'clock, and they'll probably have it for the whole day, so I'll be without another truck for another day. So, counting on as many times I took it to the dealer, that's 3 days without the truck and no resolve on the issues. So from a brand new truck owner, it's been disappointing. Try to adjust this a little bit more. So from that point of vehicle, it is very disappointing to have. So that's kind of where I'm at with this truck, is where do I go from here? What do I do? And how far I should take it before I trade it in. And so those are the things that I'm looking at. Hopefully we can resolve these problems. Now, they are minor problems, but when you are dealt with Toyota, the most indestructible truck, the best truck, million-mile truck, and then you own two of them, and they're the worst things you've ever driven. And I mean, I've driven junk, but the junk I drove was domestic stuff, a 1999 Dakota with 400,000 K, and it didn't rattle on the inside. And the engine was lively and fast, had the 318 Magnum in it. And I'm like, so I see a disconnect when it says Japanese quality versus American quality. I think there may have been a lot of models in the past and some definite examples of some high quality that came out of the factories. But I think today, across the board, everything is equal. You go get the best car that Toyota makes, and you would go get an F-150 or whatever that would traditionally get criticized. And I bet you they would be equal across the board up until you get rid of them. Or I would even say that some of the domestic trucks would outperform the Japanese trucks when it comes to reliability, build quality, materials, and functionality. But that's just my guess. Right now, I'm dealing with a negative aspect of the Tundra. Being an SR, it shouldn't have these issues. The other issue that it does have is that the radio surround goes there. It's kind of a gap, a little bit of a gap now, and I can see the radio guts that are in there. And I pushed on it. It's very, very thin and flimsy. So not too happy at all with this at all. So that's kind of where we're at with it. But I just wanted to kind of do a little bit of a viewing of going live. I'll probably do something a little bit better to promote it. Like I said, I just want to see if it works. Hopefully my voice is coming through. I guess I'll find that out when I shut this off and go into I'm reviewing it, and in the background I got to change it. I think I know how I'm going to kind of address that issue a little bit more. So a little bit of quality control on my end, but of course I will only do it once because then I'll fix it the rest. I'll clean up my paperwork and stuff back here, so it's got a little bit more visual appeal. But it's the first time I've ever done a live video, so I got to do some camera adjustments, cleaning up behind me adjustments, and yeah, and then hopefully next time I'll be able to promote a little bit better and get a bit of a conversation, because part of that is conversing with some of the subscribers that I have. Channel's grown to just over 900, which is not bad. Of course, being in YouTube, you want to kind of grow a little bit more, so I got that to do. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. We will catch you, I don't know when. I'm going to decide after I finish rewatching this to see how it goes. We'll see how that is. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. You guys stay loose for now, and we'll catch you hopefully shortly on another live video coming up shortly.